SpaceX Starship, how the Mechazilla grabbing arm will enable a Mars rocket. The world is on its technological advancement leap. Robots are starting to be a major part of our lives, and new technological advancements cannot move forward without one name, none other than the billionaire Elon Musk. His vision to colonize Mars by 2050 seems to move forward with high speed, and now SpaceX is using a massive robotic arm to place parts of Starship. Yes, you heard right. Robots are helping us in our dream journey to Mars. Want to know how? Stay tuned and watch the video till the end. Here today, we are going to tell you how the Mechazilla grabbing arm will enable a Mars rocket. Let's get into the video right away. SpaceX is currently developing the Starship, a new rocket that aims to satisfy the profiles of several different machines and is designed to revolve around interplanetary missions aimed at ultimately establishing a human presence on Mars. SpaceX is about to use the robot chopsticks on its new Starship rocket. CEO Elon Musk elaborated on how the new arm holding the Mechazilla orbital will support the Starship rocket. The goal is to catch the ship and the Super Heavy booster as they return to Earth. This approach may be an improvement over the drone ships currently used by Falcon 9 boosters returning to Earth after the voyage. That would help the company achieve its ambitious goals, such as launching the same Starship 3 times a day. That in turn means that it has the potential to achieve its goal of becoming a city on Mars by 2050. SpaceX developed Starship to take people and goods to the Moon, Mars, and other deep space ships. The program consists of 2 elements, a large first-level booster, known as the Super Heavy, and a high-performance space shuttle called the Starship. We know more about these systems so we can have a better understanding of their function. The 68-meter booster platform, called Super Heavy, is powered by 33 Raptor engines. This stage will return to the launch area or descend to the beach in a floating area with re-enabled entry and landing. When it re-enters the Super Heavy, the stage is guided by 4 large grid wings designed to control its descent and to be held by the mechanical arms of the air launcher. The platform has a capacity of 3,300 tons. Second edition, 50 meters. The top star stage is also made of stainless steel 9 meters wide. This category is powered by 3 standard Raptor engines and 3 standard vacuum-optimized Raptor engines. The Starship weighs 85 tons and has a capacity of 1,200 tons. The pay-rise capacity is 150 to the ground orbit and has a return power of 50 T. The Starship will re-enter first with 2 aft wings and 2 canards that provide a skydiver-like steering wheel. Starship comes in various versions such as cruise ships, cargo ships, or tanks to incorporate in-orbit refueling of other starships. The front section includes staff rooms, luggage rooms, or tanks. Spacecraft are capable of automatic docking. It is also built to house the Moon and Mars. The launch sites are located in Boca Chica, Texas, and Cape Canaveral, Florida. When the 2 systems are fully integrated, the Starship stands taller than the Freedom model by about 400 feet, and longer than Saturn V, the rocket that sent American astronauts to the Moon during NASA's Apollo program. Mr. Musk said the Starship was designed to be almost twice as powerful as Saturn V. The spacecraft is much wider than other spacecraft, 30 feet, which is intended to make it possible to transport large amounts of cargo or perhaps more people. To get to orbit, Starship sits on a Super Heavy rocket booster. When 2 pieces of a spacecraft move rapidly between Earth's atmospheric pressures, the 2 spheres split apart near the edge of space. As the Starship progresses towards orbit, the Super Heavy booster helped it from the ground back to get closer to its starting point. The giant machine arm tower, which Elon Musk calls chopsticks, will try to hold the rocket down to form a bit like noodle sticks. SpaceX will try to catch the biggest flying object with robotic chopsticks, Musk wrote on his Twitter page. Success is not guaranteed, but excitement is. It is one of the most desirable aspects of a young space project already. A Starship is a fully reused rocket that can send more than 100 tons or 100 people into space at a time. The spacecraft is designed to support all current SpaceX missions while also paving the way for prominent programs such as the Moon base or the city on Mars. An unmanned vessel may be the longest rocket at 394 feet and the strongest at 16 million pounds of liftoff ever to fly. Although it is already set to be an impressive visual experience, Mechazilla can make the event look even more outstanding. What is Mechazilla, and how did it get its name? Mechazilla is the name of a robotic arm. The name Musk gave it a launch tower next to the Starship launch pad. The pad is located at the Starbase factory in Texas, where it aims to host the first rocket flight later this year. In April 2021, Musk explained on Twitter that if he had certain legs, he would look like Mechazilla. This probably refers to the Mechagodzilla character from the Godzilla film franchise, which first appeared in the 1974 film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Musk, after all, is best known for incorporating scientific myths into his company's products. What does this Mechazilla do? Well, rocket launching towers are nothing new. NASA explains that the fixed service structure in Launch Pad 39A of the Kennedy Space Center, used by rockets such as the SpaceX Falcon 9 and NASA Space Shuttle, measures 347 feet from the ground up to the top of the Lightning Column. It includes 3 swing arms to access the shuttle placed on the pad. It is ready for an emergency exit space. But SpaceX thinks more about Mechazilla. In December 2020, Musk said the company plans to use the arms of the launch tower to hold the Super Heavy booster as it returns to Earth. The booster will probably use 2 lifting pins and a grip. Musk noted that maybe it is better to change the wings of the grid to carry more load, suggesting that the systems are still moving. The Starship would play something to move from one side to the other. Musk added that maybe it's part of the forward flaps, but maybe not. Treading the tanks on the arms will slide the booster out to fit the orbital start pad, ready to fly again. The program notes a slight departure from other attempts to reuse the SpaceX rockets. In Falcon 9, which can be slowly reused, the first phase booster returns to Earth with a ground-based launcher or a standalone drone ship at sea. The rocket blasts its engines as it descends to stop at the pad. So why not do that? Because as Musk suggested, using a tower to hold a booster and a ship means that none of them needs legs to support themselves when they return. Starship will only need machine legs to land on Mars or other planets until the local infrastructure. Note that the Falcon 9 boosters used their legs to feed themselves as they came to sit on those drone ships. If the tower is able to hold the rocket and bring it back to the starting point, that can help SpaceX rerun the rockets faster than before. Fast change time for the Falcon 9 booster from previous flight to reflight, 27 days. In March 2020, Musk said he wanted the Starship to be able to fly 3 times a day. If Musk wants to build a city on Mars by 2050, he may be relying on that momentary change. In 2019, he estimated that the city would need an estimated 1 million tons of goods to achieve its independence. If each ship carried 100 tons, that means SpaceX will need to make 10,000 flights in the next 30 years, or about 333 a year. The race continues, and the Super Heavy booster enables the Starship to break new records when all goes well. To put that in perspective with Saturn V, the rocket that sent people to the moon, the ship was about 7.5 million pounds. To this day, Saturn V remains the strongest rocket ever to fly, meaning the Starship booster has the potential to help it hit that record for miles. The Starship will use what Musk described as the world's largest heat shield. This will protect the ship as it enters the atmosphere of Mars at a speed of about 17,000 miles per hour. Perseverance, NASA's latest Mars rover, reached a temperature of about 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit when it landed on Mars. Mars will not go anywhere, but humans will try to reach Mars within the decade. The Starship brings a new technological advancement for SpaceX, which significantly improves the quality of its launches with a new engine developed from years of research and trials. Alright everyone, this brings us to the end of our video. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated.